Hello. If we learned anything from last year, it's that the difference between success and failure can be determined by the level of solidarity amongst those campaigning for reform. And there's a lot of work still to be done in pushing back against mass surveillance, against over-classification, against the abuse of government authorities and programs to do things that we, the public, never authorized and would never authorize. And in fact, in the past, explicitly rejected authorization for. And if we're going to get the information we need to participate in our democracy, if we're going to get the information that we need as a public around the world to vote for representatives who will champion not corporate interests, not military interests, and not official interests, but the public interest, we have to have this kind of information about what our government is doing against us and what our government is doing in our name. Now, we don't need to know the details of absolutely every operation, but we need to know the broad outlines of our government's behavior and its activities. Because if we don't, the government's become a force to itself, not a public servant, but a public master. And I used to worry that that was what the future would look like, that over time we as the public would cede more and more of our authorities to officials who are no longer accountable, who no longer face any sort of retaliation, who no longer face any justice when they cross the line, when they overreach, or when they simply break the law. But over the last year, I've been encouraged that we've reached a turning point and we can finally begin to push back and reclaim our governments. A big reason for that confidence is the fact that we have these new organizations, that we have a new and growing level of solidarity among civil liberties groups, press organizations around the world that say enough is enough. If the government won't protect whistleblowers, if the government will not pass necessary and vital reforms to say that citizens who witness crimes, or who witness waste, fraud, and abuse, or who witness extraordinary overreach in government programs and authorities, we will protect them as a global society. And so that's what the Courage Foundation means to me. It means we, the public, have a new rapid response team for global democracy that when they see someone facing unjustified retaliation for performing a public service, we can stand up, raise the alert, and together rally to their defense to say that sometimes the only way to push back against unconstitutional programs is to open the doors and let in the sunlight. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone here for joining us and congratulating the Courage Foundation and wishing them the best of success in the future.